Hey, what's going on, guys? Lord K here. One thing, I just made this video, but I was just rambling all over the place, and it took 5 minutes for me to get to an actual tip. So here are some tips for fighting bosses that may be hunted by other players. Uh, One of the first biggest tips that I used was right after maintenance is when you should fight Android 17 and 18. The reason why I say this is all the bosses or most of the bosses start spawning right after maintenance. And because 17 and 18 have low priority as opposed to Cell, Cooler, and bosses of the like, you're gonna have a better chance of fighting Android 17. Maybe you might just get one of the kills like each time, but that's more worth it than to just wait when they spawn randomly. Other things is when an event happens. If an event happens, like let's say like Year of the Monkey or the Mooncake event, like the first day of the Mooncake event is um, or the first day of an event is when like people are always just checking it out, and because of that, people will people won't hunt low priority bosses that much. Because if you look at it like this, if you look at Jiro and Android 19, nobody farms them because they're low priority. They don't drop anything besides a 7 star. Android 17, 18, and 16, they do drop gear, but it's at such a low rate now, especially now, because yeah, they just don't drop. Like, let's just say that they did drop some really fucking good shit though. Before, I don't know if it's still true, but they just don't really drop it the same. But that doesn't make the modders and the hunters lose hope. They will still farm the shit out of them. And they'll use their fucking 29 million blasts just to beat their ass. Like it's really bad. It's really bad if you're trying to get your quest done. But right after maintenance, during an event, uh and last but not least, during when like other bosses spawn. Like I said before, if if it's not high, if a boss isn't high priority to them, they won't fight that boss. So it's up to you to say like, oh, okay, cooler spawning. I should probably, Oh, also, there's a 30-minute timer on each boss. Also, so if there's multiple bosses spawning within like right before a 30-minute timer, then that's your cue to be like, okay, the fucking stars are aligning. I can go here and potentially get a dub on the boss, because I actually did camp out uh to pick and pock, and I was actually solo for them. I was in a solo zone with them for a good like 30 seconds. 30 seconds may not sound like a lot, but um and yeah, it really isn't a lot, but it can be enough time. It could be the difference between one kill or two kills, and that's really all you need. But yeah, there's just some tips. Oh, one key thing. I'm actually asking T-Mobile to set aside a time for people with that quest. I think it's brutal that people have to fight with modders and what 50, 60 billion power level players just to get their quest done. You shouldn't be having to compete with like the top of the top just for the scraps, and I think that's really bad. So yeah, if anyone wants to join me in like asking to your mobile for that, because it won't change unless people like say something about it. That's how we got Ginyu and Supercell. I truly believe it was because of us, because we complained to T-Mobile, and because T-Mobile talks to Ngoc Rong, we were able to get that. I'm pretty sure it's because of us. Like I don't know if it was my caveman brain just saying ungo bungo, get the quest done or your solos. I'm getting off track, and this video shouldn't be long. It's already 4 minutes. I gave you tips. Have a great day. Bye.